Hello everyone, happy Thursday. Hope you're all doing good. You made it through day 4 of the week, Thursday. So the day is officially over. What is that? What's that tomorrow? Oh my God. Friday. All right. Well, my day was fairly low-key. Both my days have been low-key. I did nothing Tuesday. Apparently me taking a Tagament and eating my pizza last night just did shit. So, my sleep was nothing but GERD. Ugh. Even with a Tagament. Give me a break. So got up like at 4, took some Pepto and some Tums. That helped. Back up again at 7, me and Sophia. Got her fed. Back to sleep, woke up at 9-ish, maybe 10. And then I was up for a little bit, then back to sleep again. Next thing I know, it's almost noon. So there's the day. I had nothing to do, so there you go. So I ended up got up finally, took a shower, and I needed to run anyway, just get out of the house a little bit too. So I ran by Goodwill. Oh, it is what it is on a Thursday. So I got 2 books. The first one I got was Lloyd Alexander's The High King. Now, you would think this is a classic. I had heard of it. I had not. This is the 5th book in the series. And I love these because these Dell Yearling books. These are what the brand I had when I was little. So, this stood out like a sore thumb. And I was like, oh, I love the art. Very D&D. And I read the description, like, okay, yeah, the Chronicle, sort of Derwin Chronicles of Prydain. And little did I know, after I got home, I'm like, oh, book 5, great. So I look on eBay, a vintage set, which is nice. This one was actually, this edition, 1990. I think probably after that is when they got rid of this and went to like smaller mass markets. But thanks to Wikipedia, the 3rd book in the series, The Black Cauldron, hence the Disney animated movie, The Black Cauldron, which is one of my favorites. I had no clue. That movie was comprised of elements from the first 2 books and a little bit of the 3rd. Who knew? Crazy. So I've got it in my notes to be on the lookout for the other 4 volumes. And of course, they have to be very similar to this and match more or less. So I was pretty glad about that. I just love seeing this. So, yay. The other I saw and I was like, oh, hell yeah, I'm getting it. Fear Street, bitches. Fear Street, R.L. Stine. Collector's Edition number 9. Creatures of the Night. Has Haunted, Bad Moonlight, and Trapped. Now, this mass market was published. Oh, Lord. Oh, I love it. It has checklists in the front. Love it. This one was done in 97. Oh, there's Sophia. She was laying on the stove. I'll eat dinner in a little bit. Pretty girl, where'd you go? So, 97, 29 years old. The paperbacks were $2 1/4. This was a kid's book. It should have been $1 1/4. She charged me $2 1/4. Whatever. So, I wasn't about to, it's fine. I was going to buy it regardless, so it's fine. Really Goodwill. Anyway, whatever. So, I was glad to get this. I've got to make sure with these, the other collector's editions, I don't think I had. I shall check. I was looking on my checklist. Let me see. I don't know if I have the collector. I have the original series, the relaunch, Super Chillers, Super Chiller Cheerleader series, Fear Street Saga, House of Evil, Ghosts of Fear Street, and that is it. I do not have these. So now, being the anal Annie I am, I will have to make sure of the collector's editions and have those in my notes. What am I missing? So this is number 9. Oh, pretty girl. Sophia's just chilling. She's like, "You're home again today." But I only left for like 3 hours. I left. I went to Goodwill. So I'm glad to get, I was willing to pay $4 and change for both. So it's a win. And then I ran to TJ Maxx. I needed some night cream. And luckily, clearance. Thank you, TJ Maxx. And it's weird. You know how one of those, like an add-on to your faucet? So when you wash your hands, it's like well, really what I got, it was their silicone and for like kids to wash their hands. That's exactly what I was looking for the bathroom. So I just had to, of course it wouldn't fit. So just a snip with the scissors. Bloop, got it right on the faucet. Gen X ingenuity, So that's what I got today. And then I came on home, talked to my mom a little bit, and told her before I come back for Mother's Day, they did have some of her other face stuff. So if I need to get some more of that, I know what to be on the lookout for. So we did get some announcements today. I just checked. Looks like Kino is going to have some good stuff. June 23rd, Kino Cult is doing a Blu-ray. Hell's Highway. It's like the history of like old drivers films. That looks awesome. I love that stuff. Definitely, it's like MST3K. You watch it and going, wow. On July 14th, The Island in 4K. I do not have that movie. All I know is it's that one. It's got the knife in front of an island coming out of the ocean, but it has Peter Billingsley from A Christmas Story in it. Okay. Deadly Blessing. I only have the DVD of that, and it has Ernest Borgnine in it. Flight with Denzel Washington, July 21st. I don't think I've ever seen that movie. On July 28th, Elvis Presley's King Creole. I know he did a lot of movies, but as far as I'm concerned, my top 2 Elvis movies ever. Number 1 is Viva Las Vegas. Just Elvis and Margaret. Come on. Number 2, Blue Hawaii. Mainly because it's weird how Angela Lansbury plays his Southern mom, and she's almost the same age as him. And it's just so wild that it works. But I just those are my top 2 Elvis movies. So, and Clint Eastwood's Hang 'em High on June 23rd. Not the biggest. I used to like Clint Eastwood, but growing up, you think you're lucky, punk? But yeah. Hey, you can't like everybody. So yeah, that's some good stuff. Kino does some good. They release some good stuff. So every time the Kino sale comes up, you're just like, what do I buy? They put out so many good things, and it's crazy. I did see where like Disney like laid off like all of their physical media staff, but they were like, calm down. That doesn't mean what you think it might mean as far as them not doing it anymore. They've already outsourced that to Sony. So Sony does the manufacturing, the packaging, all that. So I'm not really sure what they were doing, but it's still ridiculous that they're doing these mass layoffs. I mean, it's Disney. You just don't think of that. Those poor people, I hope they, got a good severance and they can find something else. But, Disney's just been on the downslope past many years. And, they got rid of the Disney Movie Club, Disney Points, and, you just forget how good we used to have it, even just several years ago. And even at the end of the Disney Movie Club, I still had a shit ton of points, and I lost them all because there was nothing I could redeem them on. And, me trying to build them up as much as I could. Hey, maybe you could get that enough to get that studio tour, I wish I'd known what I know now, and I would have just kept redeeming, because I redeemed a few here and there, and I would find extra unused rewards and DVDs and all that. So, but it is what it is. So yeah, that's crazy. But yeah, those were the announcements today. I was off today, so I'll close tomorrow. So tomorrow's video will be late. Yeah. So, I mean, I guess sometimes you just need where you just... Me and Sophia were just sleepy Sallies. I woke up finally, and there she was, all sprawled out, just like me. She was tending to me after the GERD. When did food become the enemy as you get older? There's got to be a solution. Now I know, growing up, my dad would always have to drink water with baking soda in it. And I guess it's finally, in the past several years, hit me and my genetics to where it's like, what the hell? Even taking a Tagamet or whatever, that's supposed to keep it in check. Now I'm like, ooh, do I want that? But look, I wanted the pizza. It was good. But maybe I should have had it at like 5 p.m. versus like after 8, and then if I'm getting in bed at 11, It's like on Parks and Rec, when he was like, the calzones betrayed me. That's how I feel. It's not all food. It's certain foods. Like pizza with tomato-based sauces. I mean, like just anything without a tomatoes. It worked out better when I made my own. And probably, I need to look at the price point. Is it cheaper for me now to buy the cheeses and just instead of just buying frozen anymore? I should just break down the numbers and go, oh, I can buy a bag of big ass shredded cheese. These are the mushrooms. And I did it before. And really, you're just buying the crust or the dough. You can get the bags of dough too. So, yeah. So I'll look into that and crunch the numbers. I'm sure, and because think about it, you spend like say $5 on a big bag of various cheeses. Those will last you a while, but you can always... Sophia's like, pretty girl, you're all sprawled out. She's a hoot. Anyway. Because, I mean, it just seems like that pickle pizza didn't affect me. It's the different pizzas, but I love cheese, and it's hard. Like a margarita pizza is great. Weirdly, that Detroit style pizza, not a bit. Got pepperoni, does not bother me. Last night, I just kept, I remember when, in my day, I mean, you could eat a pizza at 2 a.m. and wake up at 6 a.m. and have zero effects. What the sucks. But anyway, I think pretty soon I will, I need to go get some fresh insoles for my shoes so I can start walking again. So I think that'll do me some good with the way the weather is now. It's been pretty out today. We just really need a good rain. But it's like, whew. But it just probably make me feel better. So anyway, one thing at a time. So, but yeah, that was my little haul today. I had zero, on what. I knew I had some cash on me, so I was like, I'm going to swing by there real quick. And hey, these are the first books I've gotten there in a while since their pricing has changed. Their media, the CDs, and all the same stuff. So, but I did see a few things if I was buying stuff to resell, but I refuse to do that. I've got so much already to resell. So, unless it's like a unicorn, I think that is like that book I got the other day. That get $100 for. There's that. But yeah, that is all I got for today. I know it's not much, but at least we have some Kino announcements. Don't forget, right now the 50 off Mill Creek sale is going on at Barnes & Noble, the AMC 50 off sale, and the 40% off horror thriller excludes A24 titles. Weirdly, because back in the fall, it did. I guess they figured, ooh, should not be part of it, but they scanned for it. And there's not much I want to get. I know that Primate that comes out soon. I do need to check again and add. Let's see, for 4/21 next week. So if that one's 40, I get an extra 10. So, I think I saw where CinemaSins did a video. I need to watch that on Primate. And then unless Arrow I know, like on the 28th, Inner Space comes out. I want that movie. I love that movie. Martin Short, Dennis Quaid, Meg Ryan. 2 out of 3 ain't bad since Dennis Quaid's gone nuts. But other than that, but I mean, I'm trying to be good. Trying to be good. I spent $13 and change today at the TJ Maxx. I'm quite the Maxinista. But right now I'm on the lookout for a guacamole keeper that will... I saw one online, and I'm trying not to order from Amazon. I did order my mom's some bergamot pills for her on Monday night, and with her card and everything, and have them shipped directly to her. But since I don't have Prime anymore, you have to select free shipping. If you just blindly go through and click and just... you'll be charged for shipping if you don't have Prime. I refuse to pay for Prime anymore. But we placed that order Monday night. I got the thing saying it shipped last night. She got them today at like 2:43 in the afternoon. So without Prime, you can do it. So we know those pills I order her are coming from closer to her than they are to me. So why not save that money for Prime? But if I order a DVD, it's going to be a week. Make it make freaking sense. So I keep that account for her. And she has her card on there for me. That way I can just click and ship anything to her that she needs. And she's good on that for 4 months now. So it's like, that's pretty good. But I try not to order, but I'm looking for... That's why I went to TJ Maxx and Home Goods. A guacamole keeper that you can put it in. And at least you get, like, it'd be super airtight. And that way it doesn't turn brown in, like, you know, like for 4 days, you know. Because I usually buy 4 at a time. Okay, at Target yesterday, single avocados were $1.19 each. Or you get a bag of 4 for $2.29. So I buy those. They aren't ripened yet. Otherwise, I would have done my hamburgers for dinner. But set up, hello, pretty girl. And then usually I mix up the guacamole and I put that on my burgers. And I use that as it's a guacamole dip for my tortilla chips. I don't buy potato chips anymore because they're so freaking high. You can still get tortilla chips pretty cheap. Those don't change in price, it seems. Like the Casamitas or even Aldi brand. A tortilla chip is a tortilla chip. Salsa, cheese like queso, guacamole. I mean, that black bean and corn salsa that I got from Aldi, I found a comparable one at Target. Theirs is a chunky corn and black bean. It's good. The Aldi one was better. And I think it was cheaper too. It was like maybe $1.99 or something. So anyway, I'm looking for a keeper, not the thing. I know you can get the things to put like your half of an avocado in there and it keeps it nice and fresh. They had one that was a Casabella, and I just hate to order online. If I can get it local, I guess I could try World Market. But anyway, that was what I was looking for today. But I got my face cream because, you know, day, night. It's my Korean stuff. That's why I look so... How do I stay so beautiful? I'll never tell. But anyway, I use that stuff and I like it. It just, you know, weirdly, you know, I've had some people say, oh, late 30s, 40s. I'll take it. Thanks. I think because I don't have that mindset of being old. You know, I'm still young. Oh, there's Ed Miller. Hey, Jody. But, you know, so I'm looking for a guacamole keeper. So, no luck yet. I figured summer's coming up. They've got summer stuff. They got 4th of July, especially at Home Goods. Didn't buy anything at Home Goods. Just, they had nothing. So, I'll find it when I find it. So, but yeah. So, anyway, that's all I got. I am hungry. I just finished off some cookies that I'd bought left from Christmas. And, you know, when you buy cookies now, they like, you remember the days you would buy a tin of cookies and it would just be loose cookies, all kinds of crazy, like the Danish cookies in a tin. Now, those were in like little, you know, little paper cups. But, shit, I thought I got this, it was a square Nutcracker tin, had all these fancy cookies. I was like, ooh, this thing's loaded. I mean, it was like $3. I finally opened it the other day. It has 2 trays in it, sealed with plastic over it. And you have like the exact same thing on both levels. And 2, or it was like 3 or 2. Anyway, and I'm like, wow, that's a rip. Really? You would get a tin of cookies and it would just be loaded. Even the stuff I sold for school, it was loaded. Your popcorn tins had the cardboard insert. You'd have the like cheddar going to the butter and the caramel, and it was just in there loose willing. Nope. Now they're bagged, and you're not getting as much. So it's a hell of a ripoff. So, God, give me a time traveling DeLorean, please, and let me just go back and live my days out back in the 80s. Knowing what I know now, I'd invest in Apple, everything. So, but anyway, that's all I got for today. Thank you for listening to my rant. So yeah, that's all I got for today. We'll see what I get tomorrow. I will get a few of my DVDs I have at work tomorrow. And I'll be back here tomorrow. So yeah. Oh, and I changed out my candles to them under my candle warmers. I had left all the Christmas candles and all. And I was like, you know what? It's time to... I did look at candles slightly at TJ Maxx. But I knew if I stopped and smelled all of them, I would be there for hours and not buy a one. So I had to switch out the Christmas ones to some others that I had that are like springish. I've got one that smells like anthropology. It's called Storm or whatever. It's supposed to smell as if you walked in... No, was it Storm? And then there's another one. No, this one smells like anthropology. This one smells like Williams-Sonoma. Which, it's so hard to find something that smells just like that, You ever go into a place and you're like, God, this is so pleasant. I wish I could smell this all the time. But if you don't vary it up, your nose gets used to the smell. So you got to switch it up a little bit. So, but anyway, yes, I would love to live in a Williams-Sonoma. Yeah. Or, smell like an anthropology all day long. I could do the eras and stuff, but I ain't paying those prices. I'm good. I don't, at first it was a cool idea, but I don't need to control my scents by app. I use candle warmers. So I'm done connecting and connecting and connecting. I'm trying to disconnect as much as I possibly can. Even these cameras, like I said, I don't worry about privacy with those. Even now, Sophia, if I'm at work, she lays in my bed. So I am not going to turn that camera toward my bed. I keep it on her tower. She's on her tower now, but when I'm not here, she lays on the bed. So it kind of renders it moot, because even if I call her on the phone, she's just on the camera. She's just like, hey, I know she's fine. So I might end up just undoing the cameras. I don't honestly think they're worth having up anymore. It's just, even if somebody hacked me, hello, you're looking directly at this couch and you're looking at a cat tower. That's it. So, and I don't know. I don't know if I need them anymore, honestly. My sister loves them, but she has all of her cats to tend to. And when she's gone, she can check on them, say the cat sitter, all that jazz. So, anyway, sorry, I'm rambling, and now I'm getting hungry because I don't want my food getting too cold, but I think that chicken thing I made has solidified a bit. So, but anyway, let's meet back here tomorrow. Like I said, it will be late tomorrow since I do close, but I'll try and get the video out as soon as I can. I'll show you what I buy tomorrow. More than likely, it will be the Mill Creek stuff at 50 off. I'm trying to decide about Talamasca. Do I want to bother with it or not? It's not like it's a must. But these others are just some movies. Definitely Sleeping with the Enemy on Blu-ray. Why not? But anyway, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. So, I will see you all tomorrow. You all be good. Have a good dinner. Get some rest tonight. And we will tackle Friday together. All right. See you tomorrow, gang.